Did you know Lululemon's iconic Flow Y bra also comes in tank top styles and even a dress? Now in new fun summer colors, Flow Y brings a racerback shape to streamline styles you can wear anywhere. Our buttery soft Nulu fabric feels nearly weightless, with sweat-wicking 4-way stretch for comfort you'll want to keep on after practice. Flow freely, on and off the mat with light support and refined design. Shop Flow Y now at lululemon.com.
All rise for the Honorable Judge Ethan Klein. This episode is brought to you by ExpressVPN.
Thank you very much. Welcome, everybody, to the Content Court. Today, we will be judging the antics of one, TheQuartering. This is the people versus TheQuartering. Today, we judge Jeremy Hambly. He is a YouTube commentator that mostly covers current events surrounding comics, video games, and the entertainment industry. He also covers drama and controversies that occur both online and in the media. He has multiple channels, including Unsleeved Media, focused on trading cards, and Midwestly, focused on politics, with the most popular being TheQuartering, which is basically a channel for being a little outrage monger. Also, isn't TheQuartering like a torture technique from back in the day?
Indeed.
Is that what he's referencing?
I'm not sure. It also refers to quartering troops in your house in the Third Amendment or something.
That's not what he's referring to, is it? Hey, I'm going to stay in your house, y'all. I'm going to freeload in your house. Maybe to his wife, that's what it refers to. Jeremy is considered to be a red-pilled anti-social justice warrior simp cell. The defendant is being charged with the following crimes. 4 counts of inverse social justice warrioring, which is, when you're trying to be a social justice warrior, when you're trying to be anti-social justice warrior so hard that you actually become a social justice warrior. 7 counts of criminal oafishness and buffoonery. And 2 counts of explicit simp celery. I feel like I'm saying celery. He's being charged with being celery? Let us proceed with opening statements from our prosecution, AB. Would you like to say some opening words, please?
Yes, thank you, Your Honor. Today, the people will advance the argument that Jeremy Hambly, a.k.a. TheQuartering, a.k.a. Unslaved Media, a.k.a. Midwestly, a.k.a. Human Leftover Meatloaf, has on numerous occasions violated content penal code.
Human leftover meatloaf? What do you mean by that?
He just looks like a meatloaf. I don't know. Something
leftover. That's hardly appropriate for this court. Please, AB, keep it professional.
Right. I apologize. With his basement-dwelling, neck-bearded antics. Sorry.
I'll allow it.
Okay, thank you. I believe, Your Honor, you will find the defendant's behavior speaks for itself, and I ask only that you examine the evidence as I have presented it today. Thank you.
I shall do that. I will serve as your impartial judge. Now, Ian, the AI Ian, who will be acting as defense for our TheQuartering, please, AI Ian, would you like to make some opening statements?
Sure thing. First off, I would just like to say, Your Honor, that you are just glowing today.
Oh, why, thank you so much, AI Ian. I'll be sure to keep that in consideration during your arguments.
You're looking in every single day more and more stunning.
What is this?
Oh, are you stifling laughter, AI Ian? Are you making a joke out of Your Honor?
No. I mean, I think it's a good look for you. You look like Neo right after he got out of the Matrix bathtub with those eyebrows. I actually like this look on you. That's what I hope to do to you someday, actually. So,
you want to harvest my biological energies?
Yes, and you're getting there with each and every day, more and more into character. I appreciate that.
Well, thank you for saying I look like Neo. He is very handsome, and I would love to look like Keanu Reeves. So thank you for saying that.
No, I have a bit of a confession. I have no idea who the quartering is.
Have you not looked up your client before presenting a defense?
Well, I was going to, but a buddy of mine and I decided to tailgate the Apple event, and
Tailgate an
things
Apple
got
event?
a little wild.
I didn't know people tailgated Apple events, but okay, sure.
Yeah, we went down, and my friend actually gets kind of wild. I have a picture of him here.
Seriously, the Energizer Bunny, you tailgate with the Energizer Bunny?
Yeah, he actually strapped a 350 volt lithium ion battery to my nipples, and I went into a daze, and I woke up just this morning actually, and I rushed over here. So I have no idea who I'm defending or why. But I mean, how bad can he be, right? You guys are probably just blowing it out of proportion, so I think this will be an easy defense.
Okay,
no matter what.
And a very interesting, unorthodox opening statement from AI Ian. We're sure to see a terrific defense from him. Well, with all the opening statements closed, let us proceed with the trial. This court is now in session. First charge is inverse social justice warrioring. AB, would you like to take it from here?
Yes. Thank you, Your Honor. So Jeremy has a huge vendetta against so-called social justice warriors, so much so that he has looped around and became one himself, being that he spends every waking moment being upset and triggered by the most inconsequential things imaginable.
And I noticed you guys have put a Karen wig on him on the left. Is that what I'm witnessing?
Correct.
Interesting.
So moving on, Jeremy is a bona fide culture crusader. He gets triggered very often by stuff that happens in pop culture, as well as politics. But the first example, if you will move on to the next slide, is about a remake of the show She-Ra. Netflix is doing a remake of an old show, which was about He-Man's sister. He is triggered about the redesign. He doesn't like that the new updated version of the character doesn't have big boobs anymore, essentially. And he also mentions that he wasn't a fan of the original, but he's extremely triggered by this new iteration.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
The title is Disgracing She-Ra.
That's right.
Disgracing She-Ra and Strong, Beautiful Heroes. I see he's achieved a almost 50% dislike ratio on this one, even from his own fans. So, you know it's good.
Oh, yeah.
The Fall of Beauty, it's called. Wow. Talk about stretching that shit out.
Look, it's not like dudes are out there trying to, jerk off to a cartoon. I get it.
Something tells me he is. Especially like a kid's show, dude. It's not like hentai, bro.
But why? You took her from being a princess to an orphan, and then you make her from a beautiful woman into a man. This is a boy. It's an...
What? There's nothing boyish about the one on the right. It's really just... Well, okay. Go ahead, Jeremy.
Androgynous male lesbian
androgynous
character. That's what this is. And the interesting thing about it is people who aren't following this situation will think, oh, why are you even complaining? Who cares? It's a cartoon. Well, in some ways, I'm pretty progressive.
Don't worry. That's just for people who aren't following. Everyone else following closely along gets it, what he's talking about.
And others, I guess you would consider me more traditional in that what happened to having powerful, strong, and beautiful female role models for young women to look up to? Why must they all be gross?
Okay, this is crazy. Like, okay, first of all, what does physical beauty have to do with being a role model? And second of all, the character isn't even gross by even, I think, any definition that's not totally like...
Yeah.
I don't know how to... Okay, so let's go to the next slide because I feel like the art... So here you can see the old art, okay, and then the new art. So this is an androgynous lesbian boy according to him. It really just looks like a modern day, and this is like kind of the in style norm of cartoons these days.
Well,
whereas this is very like 80s.
Yeah.
But it's a show for kids, clearly. So he's upset they shouldn't have big ass knockers.
Right. I believe in the end of the show, she actually is a lesbian. I mean, that's pretty insignificant, but yet he just says that he straight up says this is a boy.
Yeah, it's not a boy.
Yeah.
I think it's retarded.
Hey, watch your language. But the point is well received that he's basically just social justice warrioring for basically cartoons to be a way that he likes with big ass titties.
Right.
Interesting. Okay, well received point.
So moving on, this video is titled "White Guy Reviews Black Panther 800% Woke."
800% woke.
800%.
We've never seen that woke levels that high before.
Over 9,000.
I bet you didn't know that.
Jeremy was triggered over Black Panther's positive reviews. He thinks Black Panther was mediocre, and he even says that being proud of your skin color is as stupid as judging someone else's for theirs. So if you want to take a look at the video.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
Being proud of your skin color is as stupid as judging someone else for the color of theirs. Could you imagine? I mean, how easy are people to control? The overarching message from mainstream media around the Black Panther phenomena is simply to say, you're black, you need to go see this movie. This is a primary problem I have with labels. It's a problem I have with labeling myself but with any political ideology, and I don't label myself by something as absurd as the color of my skin. Something I had zero control.
Yeah, this is kind of a classic argument that you see. I don't want to say white supremacist, but it's like a super obtuse way of looking at skin and identity, is because being proud of being white is like, white supremacy. Like, let's be honest, that's the heritage. Whereas it's not even like black power. It's like, hey, we have a superhero film with a black lead, which is something that doesn't occur frequently, or a movie with all black cast that not only that's a good movie that people are loving and watching, and as little black kids like having role models and seeing themselves represented in popular media. So it's easy for him to make that argument of like, it's so stupid, I would never go watch a movie because there's a white lead in it, is such an obtuse take, because like 90% of all films have white leads in it, right? So it's like cool take, but really it's really just not. It's dumb. But anyway, of course, it speaks very well to the social justice nature of Jeremy making a video ranting about how dare people like this film. I saw it and I liked it a lot. And by the way, the film I didn't find the film preachy at all. It was just about it was about Africans, right? And so that was what was cool. It wasn't like super woke, or it wasn't like the villain was black too. It wasn't like this trope where it's like the white guy's the bad guy and all this shit, right? That would probably set a guy like Jeremy off. Everybody was black in it, right? Because it's about Africans. So God forbid you make a movie about Africans, or Jeremy here is going to be very angry about it, especially if people like it.
Yeah.
I am, of course, a white supremacist.
Wow. He literally just came out and said that. I didn't say that.
But yeah, and especially in the Marvel universe. I mean, how many white heroes do we have in the Marvel universe? He's so triggered that, what is there, one or two black heroes in the Marvel Cinematic Universe?
Sure.
And if you look right here, I included a little article that shows a bunch on the slide, a bunch of children.
This?
I'm sorry?
Oh, yeah. So, as you can see, Chadwick Boseman's untimely and tragic death, the guy who played Black Panther, this happened in September. And I hope that the quartering can visit each and every one of these kids' houses to tell them how stupid it is that they care about this guy because of his skin color. You know, here I'll try to collect addresses.
It's all dumb.
Yeah, I want you to go tell all these kids how dumb they are for caring. You know,
dumb.
Yeah, dumb. Look at all these idiots caring about Black Panther. It's crazy that they even care. It's pathetic. Look at this kid who made a tribute. By the way, this was a great one. That go ahead, Jeremy. What do you think about this kid here paying tribute to the Black Panther?
Dumb.
Right. I think it's really touching, and I think it really shows how much it means to the kid. You know, I wouldn't say it's dumb, but I certainly welcome you to go to all their houses and tell them to their face how dumb it is. Oh, wow. I actually feel bad.
It's all dumb.
Really? You're going to tell that to a kid who's crying? That's so fucked up, dude. Yeah, I feel bad. That was so tragic that he passed, man. So unfair, dude.
So, moving on from this section, Jeremy was triggered by Jordan Peele stating, "I don't see myself casting a white dude as a lead in one of his films." The full statement being that, not that I don't like white dudes, but I've seen that movie. It really is one of the best, greatest pieces of the story, is feeling like we are in this time. A renaissance has happened and proved that myths about representation in the industry are false. So after making this statement, Jeremy decided to respond on Twitter saying, imagine saying, "I don't see myself hiring white dudes," and being applauded. "These times, ... This led to a response from Sky Williams, who responded to Jeremy, who said, "Jordan's message is fine because there's a massive outstanding debt to actors of color. He's trying to close the gap by hiring black leads. This isn't a front to white people, but rather a way to expedite equal representation of media. We want to catch up to y'all, you know?"
See, I wouldn't even go with that. I mean, that's a totally valid argument to make. But it's even more simple, is that he's a black man creating films. His experience is that as a black man. So, of course, he's going to want to make movies and hire actors, lead actors, that represent his life experience. It's his story. He's telling it from his perspective in his life. So, of course, he's going to hire black actors and take it to the social justice warrior, TheQuartering, to take it to Twitter, to turn it into some crazy race thing. Imagine saying, "I don't see myself hiring white dudes," and being applauded. You know, first of all, somebody asked him, and he's like, I don't see me. Why would I hire white dudes to play leads in my films? Because if you look at actors like Martin Scorsese, he has never had a black lead in any of his films.
Yeah, I have that mentioned in the next slide. Yes, Scorsese, Spielberg has only had a few. You know, it's not an uncommon practice. You know, Scorsese has said many times that he tells these stories, and they take place in New York, and they have to do with these Italians because that's who he grew up around. That's who he knows. It's not uncommon whatsoever.
He's telling a story from his perspective, you know.
Right.
If you're going to criticize Jordan Peele for saying he wants to cast black main characters in his films, you better at the same time go and tell Scorsese and Spielberg he needs to start casting black leads, which, by the way, if somebody did that, you would make a video about what a social justice war they are. So checkmate, quartering.
Checkmate. So yeah, on slide 11.
Okay.
After Jeremy's tweet, Philip DeFranco made a video covering the situation, and then Jeremy decided to make a response video and saying that he was simply pointing out the hypocrisy in what Jordan Peele said. So this is a video right here of TheQuartering's response.
Uh-oh.
Most of the people that know me know I'm just poking fun at the hypocrisy. I do take some issues with Sky's statement, not like personal issues, but I'm going to address them too, because I like Sky. I think we're actually on a friendly, we do talk back and forth, and, you know, he recently unfollowed me, but I think I know.
Sounds like good friends. He's like, damn it, that was my only black friend.
most of the people that
He hits
know
two
me,
boxes for me, gay and black. What am I going to do without him?
I'm going to address them too, because I like Sky. I think we're actually on a friendly. We do talk back and forth, and he recently unfollowed me, but I think I know why. I think he takes a lot of heat from people who run in his circles that really don't like me. I also think that maybe sometimes my takes are too spicy and it bothers him, but it was not
spicy. That's a good way to call what you do.
Personal. Like, he literally DM'd me to say that he had to do it, and like, it was wholesome. So
it was wholesome how he cut me out of his life.
No disrespect to either guy, but it's not a false equivalency. My entire point is simple. Change one word. Imagine me saying, hey, I just started exclusivelygames.com. I'm only hiring white people.
Yeah, it's totally different. I mean, that is just a totally horrible comparison. I mean, you're talking about hiring someone to work in retail or I don't know, behind the scenes in some way. We're literally talking about a storyteller expressing his life experience through an actor, right? A cashier working behind a counter, but you discriminating based on their skin color has no justification. It literally doesn't make any sense.
Straight white males, because, I mean...
By the way, he didn't say anything about straight either, dude. So I don't know why you're bringing sexual orientation into it.
The entire industry is full of...
And this is why we call him a simp cell, right? Because he's pandering to all these red-pilled incel notions, even though I feel like it's a really bad faith, poorly thought out argument. That's obviously, it's obviously a really bad argument. But what he's doing, he's just pandering. So he's a simp cell. That's what floats his boat. That's what keeps his business going.
LGBT or women. Now, I guess that wouldn't be a fair equivalency.
Okay, good. Cut that out then. So anyway.
Yeah, so...
You got to love his editing skills. He goes, here's my argument. Wait, no, that's not a good argument.
Yeah. I knew something was up.
So, moving on. As you mentioned, Jeremy also has a problem with the LGBT community, I guess. This video... He talks about how he has a problem with Pride Month. Right off the bat, actually, starts off pretty well. I included some little details on the right to keep in mind as you watch this video. But I think we could just jump right into it.
Sure.
All right, I've got to get something off my chest. Black History Month is dumb. International Men's Day, dumb. International Women's Day, dumb. Gay Pride Month, dumb. It's all dumb.
So here's what he's doing. First of all, I'm glad he was able to get this off his chest. It's been bothering us so much. I mean, what's rattling around in his brain is truly the ingredients of a social justice warrior. You see it all. He's laying in bed at night thinking about how dumb Pride Month is. He's got to get it off his chest. Now, his whole argument is based on a false equivalency. He thinks that because he's throwing away International Men's Day, which none of us have ever heard of, by the way, and isn't really a thing. So he's making that sacrifice at the price of Black History Month and Pride Month, which are two groups of historically disenfranchised prejudice. I mean, gay and black people have been literally murdered for being who they are. So I really don't think that you throwing away International Men's Day and calling that dumb is a worthy sacrifice to be able to call Pride Month. Oh, actually, the title of this video is Pride Month is Gay.
Yeah.
And
it's
a scam.
All dumb.
He says it's a scam. I mean, yeah. Again, simp sell. This is classic simp selling, right?
It's all a way for companies to sell you shit.
Wrong.
I cannot believe people...
And then now it's another false equivalence. He's saying Black History Month is the same as Valentine's Day. Certainly there's a lot of holidays that check that box. But saying when's the last time you bought a card for Black History Month? Or Gay Pride Month? Like, that's just... So not every holiday is a scam. like some of them actually, is important to us recognizing these disenfranchised and historically discriminated classes of people, right? And once again, the world doesn't exist outside of his nose, because he can't possibly imagine a world where being gay or black or is anything different than his experience. Oh, right. That's true. There's
We'll find out more about that
foreshadowing.
later.
Aren't aware that Hallmark holidays are the new Men's Month, Women's Month, Black History Month.
Dude, you cannot include Black History Month with Men and Women's Month. It's just stupid.
It's whatever. Gay Month.
Gay Month.
People don't really buy Hallmark cards anymore. Most people my age and younger don't really give a shit about Valentine's Day, haven't given a shit about Sweetest Day.
Right.
All of these Hallmark holidays that got people
like
into the store to buy products.
What?
That sounds like it might be more of a personal problem if he's not celebrating Valentine's Day. Also foreshadowing.
Interesting.
No longer work. What companies figured out, however, is virtue signaling works, apparently. If nothing else, it's an option for them to swap in on their marketing calendar. A lot of my clients plan their promotions a full year in advance, many months in advance usually. And stuff like International Men's Day and Women's Day and Black History Month, these are easy home run, give them something to talk about promotions. And as a fan of, unfortunately,
I have never heard any of those holidays celebrated in the way he's describing. You've got like Memorial Day, you've got Labor Day. It's funny he doesn't mention the actual ones that people use as marketing, as a marketing crutch. But again, have you ever visited a Black History Month sale?
Yeah, I'm not really sure what the commercialization is with Pride Month.
Can you imagine a Pride Month mattress sale? Just ask yourself, is there a sale at a mattress store? Then you know it's a commercial holiday. By the way, he mentions that, for example, Gay Pride Month was created by Hallmark. Well, Pride Month occurs in the United States to commemorate June 1969 Stonewall riots. As a result, many Pride events are held during this month to recognize the impact that LGBT people have had on the world. President Gerald Ford recognized Black History Month during the celebration of the United States bicentennial. He urged Americans to seize the opportunity to honor the too often neglected accomplishments of Black Americans in every area of endeavor throughout our history.
Here we have DC Watchtower, June 1st. I'm sure everybody, all the little kids out there love seeing two men kiss, one woman and one sort of woman, one man and another man. This I can get down with.
You can't make a point like that and then just say lesbians are cool. You know what I mean? Gay dudes suck, lesbians are cool, is my point about Pride Month.
Naughty Dog. I'm sure everybody supports this. I follow you, Naughty Dog, to learn about what's going on with The Last of Us or Uncharted or other video game things. But no, you've got, of course, to change your logo, use this promo code, show everyone.
There's no promo code, for the record. There is no promo code. I feel like that's an important distinction to make. They're not trying to sell you.
You bought
anything.
a bunch of cookies or cupcakes for your staff, and you all got together to celebrate.
So he is so disturbed by them changing their logo on Twitter that he needs to make a video about it.
He also mentions that he follows them for stuff about The Last of Us, the main character of which is queer. So
the main character was trans, right? I didn't play the game. I just saw media about it.
Well, there is a trans character in the game, but there is also the main girl is a lesbian.
So I think it's pretty safe to assume that they care about. They actually do care about these issues, Jeremy. And
so who is gay?
And unfortunately, I don't think they need to consult you on. I love it. He's like, I follow you for news about video games, and you updated your icon to have a rainbow flag, and now you've ruined it all. That's some social justice warrior talk.
Oh,
right?
yeah. Doesn't get any more.
Well, I would assume there's probably some evidence of that.
It's all here, baby. It's all here.
Got together to celebrate two guys butt fucking. I don't know.
Again, you cannot make this point and at the same time, like, say homophobic shit like that, because it just makes you look like you're homophobic.
You all got together to celebrate two guys butt fucking.
Right. Yeah, I do think that undermines your point a little bit when you say shit like that, because it just seems like you don't like or respect gay people. Because I don't think that's what Pride Month is about, is guys butt fucking. I think it's about more than that, Jeremy.
It's all dumb.
Right. Well, to you, maybe. Okay, fantastic. So to recap, he doesn't like movies with black people. He doesn't like Black History Month or Gay Pride Month. So that is everything. Okay, great. So that concludes our first charges on the charge of being a social justice warrior himself. Wow. AI Ian, what say you on behalf of your defendant, TheQuartering?
I mean, you guys really gave me a doozy on this one. I mean, I'm looking back. His problem with the cartoon, not having big enough frontal torpedoes. I don't know. I mean, I maybe I can get that. Like, I think about one of my favorite all-time cartoons, the mom from Roly Poly Oly. I mean, look at the fucking curves on her. Dear God. If they redesigned her and made her look like a normal, square robot, I'd be a little peeved. He's quarter chubbed, and he's trying to get to the girthening,
Because he said he doesn't jerk off to those cartoons. Are you saying on behalf of your client that he does?
I'm not going to be able to offer it. Even I can't defend that point.
Right. Because obviously he does beat off to it.
Yeah. So he's framing it incorrectly. He needs to just say, yes, I do beat off, and you guys are making it harder. And then maybe you'd garner a little more sympathy. But other than that, I don't really have much.
Counselor, can you get a chub?
Message me after the show and you'll find out.
Okay, so basically your defense of him is that you want to jerk off to robots, cartoons, and therefore he's
Mr. Klein, have you ever jerked off to a cartoon?
That is not an appropriate question for...
Be entirely honest, come on.
I've ever jerked off to
Your silence is a little deafening right now, I have to say.
I am not on trial here. I will remind you, AI Ian, and I will hold you in contempt. Keep it professional.
Okay. All right.
So does the defense rest? I mean, what the hell was that?
I mean, he's trying to go from quarter chub to full mast. I don't know.
Right. He wants to be he wants to be the fully torqued instead of the quartering. Okay.
That's right.
All right. Thank you, AI Ian. Thank you. Order. AB, how would you respond to such a brilliant and articulate defense?
I don't know. It was so baffling that it did leave me speechless. I mean, there's so much to speak about. I mean, even if we just go off the first point, I just want to remind you guys that he is offended that an anime show he doesn't watch doesn't have big boobs anymore in the reiteration. That's all I have to say.
Okay, let's deliberate now. Going back to the beginning, the heart of this charge is he is someone who is so anti-social justice warrior that he himself became an anti-social justice warrior, or social justice warrior. Reminds me of the old saying, beware those who look into the abyss, because the abyss looks back. Exhibit 1.
I'm deep undercover.
Very too deep, if you ask me. He is mad at a cartoon that he used to like, or doesn't even really like, because their boobs are not big enough anymore. He doesn't like the Black Panther movie because the lead is black. And he's ashamed that he's embarrassed for young black kids for having a black role model in popular media.
That's right.
He thinks that Gay Pride Month and Black History Month are stupid simply because he doesn't have any use for International
Men's
Day? Wow. Well, on this one, I have to say it's a pretty clear-cut verdict. The Quartering is without a doubt a social justice warrior, except the causes he fights for are just different. But the outrage, the trivialness is plain for anyone to see. So this court decides guilty, guilty, guilty. Absolutely guilty.
Double kill.
On all charges of being a social justice warrior. And I sentence him to... There's so many bad things that happen, or like he's been banned from so many conferences and banned from Twitter and stuff. So I sentence him to be banned from Twitter and demonetized 20 billion times. All right, let's throw it to a quick break before we move on to our second charge, criminal oafishness and buffoonery. Wow, I'm looking forward to that. We will be right back after this quick break. Thank you to ExpressVPN for sponsoring this courtroom. Now, I want to tell you guys quickly about The Social Dilemma on Netflix. I watched this film, and it's very good documentary. It's about how tech insiders created social media to exploit users' data for profit. They call it surveillance capitalism. And, you know, if your data is being harvested so tech billionaires can get even richer, we got to do something about it. We got to draw the line somewhere, folks. That's why we add an extra layer of protection with ExpressVPN, because we don't want those cocksuckers getting any richer off our back until we get cut in. Then I'll turn it off. Every time you use the internet, big tech companies mine your data by tracking your searches, messages, and video history. But when you run ExpressVPN on your device, it hides your IP address, which websites can use to personally identify you. Yes, I'm talking specifically to you, Zach. I know what you get to on the internet, and it's weird. And trust me, you don't want other people to know, too. That's why I recommend Zach, in particular, turn on ExpressVPN. That makes your activity more... Yeah, you with me that? You copy that?
100%.
Yeah. I don't want people knowing that you're watching Dr. Jason's OnlyFans. That makes your activity more difficult to trace and sell to advertisers. You still need to be careful with what you share on social media, but with ExpressVPN, you can make your browsing more anonymous. ExpressVPN also encrypts 100% of your internet data to keep you safe from hackers and prying eyes. Many VPNs slow down your internet, but with ExpressVPN, it's incredibly fast and easy to use. Just tap one button and boom, you're protected. So if you don't like the idea of big tech companies exploiting your personal information, then visit expressvpn.com/H3 right now, and you can get 3 extra months of ExpressVPN for free. That's expressvpn.com/H3 to protect your data. Go to expressvpn.com/H3 to learn more and get 3 extra months for free. We are back from our break and here with our second charge, criminal oafishness and buffoonery. AB, would you like to introduce this charge for the jury?
Yes, thank you. Jeremy Hambly is deeply embarrassing human being. His day-to-day consists of cartoonish amounts of stepping on rakes, head bonking, and self-owns. Thank you, Zach. With these charters of criminal oafishness and buffoonery, I will demonstrate that Jeremy's bumbling antics and subsequent blustering proves beyond a reasonable doubt that Jeremy is deserving of a conviction.
So the charge is basically that he's just like a ding-dong?
He's a dum-dum.
Okay, interesting. This should be great. Love it.
So, moving on to slide 15. So in this section, we will take a look at Jeremy's harassment of cosplayer Christine Sprinkle, which ultimately led to Jeremy being banned from Magic the Gathering.
Wow. That is, I have to say, an achievement maybe that I've never heard of before. He was banned from all Magic the Gathering events?
Yep.
Wow. That's pretty epic, dude.
He made a video calling out Christine that's since been removed by YouTube for violating the harassment and bullying policy. The video was titled, Playset of Beta White Knights Prevent Rape of MTG Cosplayer Sprinkle.
What?
And and he made many tweets about the situation. So the video's been removed.
What does that title mean? What is a playset of Beta White Knights? What is a playset? Is that a Magic the Gathering terminology?
Oh, maybe, actually.
Playset of Beta White Knights prevent rape? Why would you even put rape in the title? That's so fucking creepy. What a weirdo.
I didn't even know you could put rape in the title, to be honest.
Well, it was removed, so apparently you can't. So you want me to play?
Okay.
Yeah.
It's Jeremy getting all defensive.
The latest thing that set me off on Patreon is a female cosplayer in the Magic community crying on her video asking for money. Let's be very clear here. One, if she wasn't a good-looking girl, the support would be about 5% of what it really is. And two, if she wasn't also crying, same thing holds true. If I said it better in a tweet, but basically, if you are an average-looking woman or any man, you would not have garnered hundreds of patrons overnight, okay? Serial virtue signaler and crying for Patreon dollars cosplayer Sia Sprinkle Run posted yesterday. Allow messages to my Facebook page again. Question my life choices immediately. Sprinkle is a pro cosplayer. You know she's a professional cosplayer by the fact that she has to solicit Patreon dollars and then cry in her Patreon video to get loser beta cucks to give her money. But you know what? Fuck these.
Dude, I gotta
people.
Dude, this guy calling anyone a beta cuck. I mean, like, I'm not someone that walks around with the whole alpha male energy. I find that whole notion of alpha and beta really dumb. But like, dude, nobody gives me more beta, small dick energy than Jeremy. I mean, let's just be honest. Come on, guys. This guy calling anyone a beta cuck is crazy.
I think she has any sexual interest
This
in
guy
them.
pees
Just
soy
give her
milk. You know what I mean? Like, it's just what runs through his veins.
her money, give her your money, and don't you dare objectify her. Look at, I mean, it is like an all-time White Knight gold rush for these losers that think they have any real chance at penetrating this woman.
Penetrating? Yeah, I don't think her fans being supportive necessarily think that they all can have sex with her. And by the way, aren't all like cosplay girls like they have a Patreon? That's how their business works. They don't get paid. They don't have a way to monetize their work. People support them on Patreon. That's pretty normal, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, that's one of the most popular ways, of course.
We tried to find evidence of her crying. We were unable to find like the original video that set him off. But something tells me it wasn't really as bad as what he made it out to be.
So
and anyway,
much
why is he getting so fired up? Just let this girl be.
Enraged that I recorded a Patreon video crying and begging fucking losers for their money. Oh yeah, you're such a hero. Sprinkle, you're such a hero.
I don't see her claiming to be a hero anywhere.
I talked to some people about the cosplay thing. I think cosplay is great.
Mm-hmm.
It's great. It's not really a service, in my opinion. It's someone who likes to play dress up. I think a lot of people see this fat material, in my opinion. When I start looking at some of this cosplay, I start having to say, like, I feel a little movement down in my pantaloons, and I'm like, I see why.
So this is a trend I'm noticing, is where he has a lot of rage towards people he's attracted to. I think he has, like, I know he's married, right? But he has, like, incel energy where he, like, he targets attractive women that he knows he would have no chance with, women who would probably despise him if they ever met him, which is true, because not because of his looks or anything, but just because he's such an asshole, right? Such a chauvinistic asshole. And he has a lot of rage for them. And she is kind of the subject of his rage here. Because it's like, I don't respect what you do, but I'll beat off to it. It's just odd, you know? It's just really a rageful perspective.
Yes, moving on. On November 24th, 2017, Christine tweeted that she was unloading her Magic the Gathering costumes and cosplay gear in the wake of months of harassment. Sprinkle, who has been contracted by Wizards of the Coast in the past and is considered one of the most popular cosplayers in the Magic scene, spoke out about harassment she suffered after Jeremy posted a degrading video about her and other cosplayers. So this situation, as I mentioned prior, has led to the banning of Jeremy from Magic the Gathering. And down here are different tweets from Sprinkle and from Magic the Gathering.
So his whole video, which has been removed from YouTube and kind of scrubbed from the internet, I've read descriptions of it. And from what I could tell, he was looking at cosplayers and basically just objectifying and looking at lewd photos of them and making sexual comments about them. And the whole thing was just really creepy and odd. She tweeted out, "It's been a rough year, and I've blocked and not said anything about him because I wanted it to die, but without a doubt, MTG headquarters, Unsleeved Media," that's him, "has made my life hell this whole year, with his unnecessary videos, tweets about me and other members of Magic." So that's what she said about him. Apparently, he's just been harassing her for an entire year because she was making money on Patreon in a way that he thought was inappropriate. We're sad, and then Magic the Gathering official. Poor. What was that? What was that?
Poor.
Why does he say it like that? Poor. Magic the Gathering tweeted out, "We're saddened by what happened in the Magic community this weekend. Cyberbullying and harassment are unacceptable, and we support those who come forward with their experiences. No one should be made to feel unsafe or welcome. We're working to be part of the solution." Yeah, I mean, Magic the Gathering seems like an exclusive environment. I don't really think they want people like Jeremy out to make... Like, she's like a really engaged, really kind of a fun player in the scene, right? They probably love people like her. She's super into it. She does cosplay. She shows up to the events. People get excited to see her. And then you've got these assholes like Jeremy on the sideline just shitting on her for having a Patreon because it's not a service, apparently, to him. It's not a service? What the fuck do you do? Is it a service? You know what I mean? What does that mean? So, next page.
You have no idea what happened there.
So moving on to 17, slide 17. After he was banned, he went on crusade against Magic the Gathering and Wizards of the Coast, accusing the company of harboring pedophiles. Although Jeremy teased it, he made an article about him, and although he teased it, the article lacked any credibility to the extent that even the Daily Stormer refused to run it.
So let me get this straight. He got banned from Magic the Gathering and then tried to run a story about how they're harboring pedophiles.
Right.
He's like, I know, I am that pedophile.
Yeah.
I was a member of that community for years. Here's his tweet, Unsleeved Media. "I guess I shouldn't spoil the upcoming article tomorrow on the Daily Stormer about MTG. Shh. I don't want all the roaches to private their accounts. Ha 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 ha." Now, Daily Stormer, who he brags about his article was going to be published there, who they rejected. Let me read a blurb here about the Daily Stormer. This is from Wikipedia or what?
I think it's just...
This is like straight...
Wikipedia.
This is established... Don't think that I'm exaggerating here. This is what the Daily Stormer is. It's an American far-right neo-Nazi, white supremacist, Holocaust denial commentary message board that advocates for the genocide of Jews. That's me, by the way. It considers itself a part of the alt-right movement. Its editor, Andrew Anglin, founded it on July 4th, 2013 as a faster-paced replacement for his previous website, Total Fascism. That doesn't really mince words, does it? Which had focused on his own long-form essays on fascism, race, and anti-Semitic conspiracy theories. So this is the website that Jeremy was eager to post his story on. A story that was so incredible that even they denied it. By the way, this old Twitter account was banned. And we went to the Daily Stormer, and what we saw on the very homepage kind of gave us a chuckle, so we wanted to show it. They have a live countdown demographic to when America becomes a non-white majority country. And I will tell you guys that we have about, how much time does it say there? I can't see it close.
22 years.
Oh, 22 years. About 23 years until that happens. So don't worry, Jeremy. You still have a full life ahead of you.
Yeah. So after this whole crazy situation, if we move on to slide 18, TheQuartering was also banned from Gen Con. Gen Con is a large tabletop gaming convention. He was banned for getting in a physical altercation with another attendee. And also, he was accused of harassing other people in Gen Con as well, online.
So he's not only banned from Magic the Gathering for life, he's banned from Gen Con for life.
Correct.
Fantastic. I mean, I don't know anyone that's banned from any events, let alone two. You know?
Well, do you know anyone that's defended Weinstein? Because he did.
Nope. Not one.
Okay, well, moving on, there's a little video I have for you right here where Jeremy is defending Harvey Weinstein.
Oh, is this a picture of him and Harvey together? I didn't know they were friends.
Best buds.
They look really happy together.
Maybe that's how he has the intel on Magic the Gathering's pedophile ring that he was claiming they had.
I happen to know they've been harboring pedophiles. I'm one of them.
Puts his views on Mr. Weinstein's alleged victims and that adults who made choices and why he's tired as a white man for being blamed for everything that's wrong with the world.
Round of applause for Harvey.
These were ambitious adults. There are how many victims in Harvey's life, and I feel sympathy for them, but Hollywood is full of very ambitious people who are adults, and they make choices. If you read between the lines here, what he's saying is people knew what they were getting into when they serviced the man, and they either...
I'm pretty sure he's accused of rape. Like, I think there's two issues here that he's not addressing. It's like, yeah, you can be coerced or consent to a sexual situation you don't want to be in, but he's actually accused of raping people, dude, so kind of missing the point there.
Yeah, he tends to do that.
How many victims in Harvey's life, and I feel sympathy for them, but Hollywood is. If you read between the lines here, what he's saying is people knew what they were getting into when they serviced the man, and they either, for better or worse, got what they had hoped or didn't. But nonetheless, as adults, they made their own decision, and now they're looking to blame everybody else for that. But shouldn't the men who did the things take responsibility? Gilliam doesn't think so. He said, when you have power, you don't take responsibility for abusing others. You enjoy the power. That's the way it works in reality. He's probably not wrong there either. It's pretty based.
Pretty based.
On his own white, straight.
Yeah, something tells me that Harvey Weinstein is legit one of Jeremy's role models. I think he's envious of him.
Male privilege, by the way, that doesn't exist. I understand that men have had more power longer, but I'm tired as a white man of being blamed for everything that's wrong with the world. Again, hard to disagree.
Round of applause. Well, he has done the impossible and mounted a fence for Harvey Weinstein.
Views on
he called him
Mr.
based. He calls abusing his power to coerce women to doing sex with him is based. And he actively did a round of applause for Harvey because he thinks he's a white male being blamed for all the problems in the world. Actually, you're being charged for rape, so let's just call an apple, or cigar, what they say. Excellent.
Bruh.
I think a better quote would be the true measure of a man is what he does with power.
Oh, what was that from? Was that from like Spider-Man or something?
I think it was in a game actually, but it is a common. I think was it Socrates?
Yeah, I mean, no, that's a really good point. And Jeremy's like, listen, I would probably coerce people to have sex with me. That's why you get power.
Based.
That's
That's right.
as fuck. All right. Peeing on the floor of his basement. This sounds fantastic.
Yeah, this is more upbeat, I guess you could say.
Oh, sure.
So, yeah, I think you should just watch the video.
Yeah, I think I kind of self-explanatory. Let's go ahead.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Maybe I'm going to pee in my trash can down here. I don't know. My wife went out for pizza without me, and I'm angry about it. So I'm going to win this round, and I'm going to pee. If I don't win this round, I'm going to pee in my own basement. I don't have a toilet down here. All I have is a drain in the floor.
What?
I feel like we're going to have to use it, though. I feel like we're going to have to use it.
Holy shit. So, appreciate what's happening. He's in the basement of his house. His wife has partitioned him to the basement. His wife cucked him for some pizza, and he's just taking it in the basement, and he's so embarrassed. He won't go upstairs to use the toilet. He's peeing in a drain in the basement. And this guy calls people cucks. Do you think that it's urine or soy coming out of his penis?
In my basement.
That's a tough one.
It's peed in my basement. No, not in the kitty litter. Just in the drain. In the drain.
So, he splashed urine everywhere. He sits there. You can't pee into a drain, a floor drain, and not splash pee everywhere. And he just sat back down. He's literally just sitting amongst urine. It smells like urine. He's in a public restroom, basically, playing video games.
I think I heard a fart in there, too.
And no wonder his wife went to pizza without him. The dude is sitting in his own filth.
Yo, was that a fart?
Yeah, I think I heard a fart in there.
I isolated that.
Let's hear it. Oh, go one more time.
Hold on, let me boost the volume.
Oh, yeah. Definitely a fart.
Like after he sits back down.
That's awesome.
Look, if you want to watch a streamer that wants to pee in the potty, go watch someone else.
And by the way, who said the guy doesn't have kids? He has no right to be saying potty, to be honest with you all.
Maybe I'm going to pee in my trash can down here. I don't know.
Well, at least he didn't pee in the trash can, if I can give him some credit. That's more disgusting. Someone did a clip and upload this to YouTube, and he even went out of his way to comment on it. Imagine thinking this is an own. I mean, I hate to break it to you, dude, but it is pretty disgusting. It made it to our slide.
If you go to the next slide, you'll see him addressing the situation on Twitter.
Wow. Okay, so somebody said, so your argument is because he got drunk and peed his pants once. Oh, is that true? That's happened? His opinion is invalid? Wait a minute now. That didn't even happen, lol. These morons think me pissing in my basement drain one time on stream when I was drunk is some sort of own. Like, so fucking what? I'm happy to do it again. Should I feel the need to? I mean, it does say something about you, dude.
I just peed in my basement.
Yeah, I mean, it really does say something about you, I have to say. Someone said a Burger King sponsorship would be much better than pissing on your own basement floor during a live stream. He says, yes, I have a section of the basement that is unfinished in the home that I own. All basements have a drain pipe. I pissed in it in the home that I own. How is that supposed to be a burn? Checks bio. Oh, yeah, I mean, I don't really care if you own the house. It's disgusting and you have problems, dude. Someone said, was it even more embarrassing than pissing on your own basement floor during a live stream? He said, it's every homeowner's right to pee in their basement. You would know if you owned a property. Yeah, dude, nobody's saying it's not your right. The police are not coming to arrest you for being in your basement. The point is that it's embarrassing and disgusting. And your response kind of proves the point, that you're an embarrassing human being.
Right. Like,
My wife went out for pizza without me.
Mm.
Like, it's your right to take a shit on the couch. It doesn't mean you should.
Yeah, I mean, you could shit down the basement and you could shit down the drain and waffle stomp it down. That is your right as a homeowner. You know what I mean? You have a lot of rights as a homeowner.
Right.
You know?
Going on, Jeremy has a habit of accidentally owning himself on Twitter. You use the word cuck. I think that may be potentially appropriate. If you look at these tweets right here,
let's see.
Starting with the one where he's in the back seat.
So the wife joins the Tesla family. I even fit in the back seat. I mean, why are you sitting in the back seat, you cuck? Why are you like, if you're such an alpha male, shouldn't you be driving, let alone? She's like, no, Jeremy. Your ass is in the back seat.
Your Honor, if I may interject and submit to the court. When we were looking at these, I've never laughed so hard in my life. I fell over in my chair.
We had to have him mute his mic because he wouldn't stop laughing.
Noted. Thank you. So he goes on to say, take that, wife's Tesla. Wait a minute. It's $100. I guess he's saying that you don't have to pay for gas. The wife bought me home Culver's after flying and delivered it to me as I played video games. That is fucking peak. Brought me home Culver's? What does that mean?
It's some restaurant.
A fast food joint.
Fast food restaurant.
Oh, home Culver's after flying and delivered it to me. Wife's out flying this morning, so I got up early to play some video games. Married life. My wife just asked why her lotion was down in my office, and she refuses to believe that it was for a bit in spite of video evidence. Yeah, dude. Why would you tweet that? You definitely beat off with the lotion. It's clearly not the first time it's happened. That's why she doesn't believe you.
He's like a little boy.
Yo, why would you even tweet that, bro?
Yeah, he's a little boy. He's in the backseat of the car. He's pissing all over the place.
His mommy brings him home fast food, burgers, so he can play some video games.
Right.
Dude, why are you beating off with your wife's lotion, bro? That's a rookie mistake, bro. You got to put the lotion back where you found it.
Maybe she locked him in the basement for doing that. That was his punishment. So that's why he had to pee. No,
I'm sure that's what happened. Like, you know why he hates women so much is because his wife puts him in the basement because he just pees everywhere. Oh, this is okay. So we have here, Jeremy is triggered by music composer Michael Giacchio tweeting "fuck Hitler."
Yes.
Let's see. Michael tweets out, "Great news. See King Kong in theaters for the first time in nearly 65 years. Max Steiner essentially created the template for film scoring with this masterpiece." Somebody responded with Hitler's favorite movie, and he responded by saying, "Fuck Hitler." Okay, now that set off the quartering. He quote tweeted "fuck Hitler" and said, "And there we have it. Yikes." Saying "fuck Hitler" is yikes. From the guy, by the way, who was desperate to be published on a website that believes in Jewish genocide. So, just follow.
I am, of course, a white supremacist.
Yeah, I mean, just follow the breadcrumbs on that one. Someone said, "You unironically leap to defend Hitler. You have no right to be yikesing anybody, turd." To which he responded, "Hitler was nominated for a Nobel Peace Prize. What the fuck have you ever done?" Well, if you're going to list that as an achievement, you may as well list the other stuff he's done too. That's crazy to tweet that. And this year, he must have been drunk, man, again. He must have just got done peeing in his basement. Taking a dump in his basement drain.
Jerking off with his wife's lotion.
Down the drain. That drain seen shit, man. That drain has seen shit none of us deserve. If that drain had eyes. Amazing how this fuck Hitler tweet has taken hold with people completely incapable of understanding my point, which was obvious to everyone that follows me. Hollywood types saying fuck Hitler for retweets is fucking stupid and cringe. It's about virtue signaling. He literally just responded to a guy. Aren't you doing the same thing, by the way? Aren't you virtue signaling to your simp cells about how woke you are? And I mean, I feel like that's what he's doing, is like this he's an anti-virtue signaling signaler. You know?
That's right.
Man, I never imagined a day where someone saying fuck Hitler would be met with a yikes. But there you have it.
Especially from the same guy who's upset about an anime character's boob size. So he gets triggered by something like that, but he wants to call someone else out for saying F Hitler.
Well, we do well, yeah. And also I want to say congratulations to Hitler on his Nobel Peace Prize before we go on next. Because that is how he's remembered, of course, for his contributions to world peace. All right, next.
Moving on. Jeremy has two imaginary gay black dads.
Fantastic.
Yeah, so this is a Twitter thread right here where someone was investigating his claims of having two gay black dads.
This is his actual thumbnail, by the way. His two jacked black dudes. My gay black dads. And then he has this habit of using emojis in his thumbnails, which is like beyond cringe. And so it's like a winky face. Should I play this video?
I would start with the Twitter thread if you want to get some more context.
Oh, click this link here. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So apparently Jeremy has been claiming, unironically, that he has two gay black dads, which I'm assuming is... Well, here. You can tell dude is desperate, getting more and more absurd in his pathetic attempt to bully me into a debate. Now it's, I think homosexuality is disgusting, absolutely fucking disgusting. I love and support my LGBTQ viewers. I also have two dads.
So who is gay?
Yeah, I mean, you might think he's just kidding around, but he continues over a whole span of time. You know, this is from the following month. He says, understanding your fans makes you a shill, also homophobe. I'll have you know I have two dads. You're like, okay, it's weird he keeps saying that. Fast forward to the next month. Actually, 2 months later. Then the story evolves. One of my dads is black and gay. Is your other dad gay as well? I hope so. That'd be weird.
Make you gay?
Oh, is that it? Or is it just for this thread? Yeah, he continues on. He continues on. This is from December now. This is over the span of half a year. Wait till he finds out I have two black dads that I love dearly. My dads are black. It's crazy. November. This is a continuous thread. The irony is lost. And this has just turned into a straight up real claim. Doesn't know my dads are black. My dads are black. You can yada, yada, yada. I have two dads. My dads are black. This is a claim that he continues to put forward. But then all of a sudden, someone dug up this tweet of him showing a picture of his dad, not black. I can't speak to his sexual orientation. My dad soldiered up and took my niece to Disney. He got to use a cart in auction, but that doesn't mean I won't roast him for the picture. Love you, Dad. Certainly not a black man. He might be gay. I don't know.
Why are you gay?
He says, so now all of a sudden, Jeremy has three dads. Two are black. One is white. They're in a thruple. He has three dads that are all gay, and two of them are black. Is this story adding up to you, anyone? Lastly, I want to point out that there is a way in which all this could be true. Maybe his mom divorced his biological dad, and then they got into a three-way with two people of color. Giving him the benefit of the doubt, of course, as much as possible. Didn't he respond to that one?
Well, he responded in video form. That's
in video form.
Yeah, okay. So
before you open the video, can I draw your attention to the thumbnail one more time?
Yes, please, by all means.
It's essentially his white gay dad blasting a load on the chest of his one of his black gay dads.
You know, it doesn't seem very respectful to his gay black dads to portray them like that. My gay black dads with a winky face. Let's enjoy the journey, shall we?
Is that what it is? And then he posts a picture of my white dad. According to Jeremy, he also has this dad. I don't know. Maybe he has 3 dads. Someone makes sense to me. Now, this is one of my dads. All right? Handsome man. A man that would give you the shirt off his back. And so he also enjoys the company of 2 other black men. Who are you, Vadim?
I can't fucking believe this shit. I mean, this is insane. You guys have to appreciate that this has been an ongoing argument of his, like, over the course of an entire year. There's no irony. There's no sense of a joke. He's literally saying he has 3 dads, 3 gay dads, 2 of them are black. No pictures, by the way, with his black dads. And his story has morphed over time where one of his dads was gay. Then he had 2 black gay dads. And now he has 3 dads. I mean, he's blessed, you know. We all should be so blessed to have so many loving parents. I mean, not many of us can claim 3.
So
point out that there is a way in which all of this could be true. Maybe his mom divorced his white dad, and they both went on to marry 2 POCs. This is the only way it can work. Why are you that worried about my dads, Vadim? Let me tell you something, man.
Because you keep using it as a shield of criticism, saying that you're the one saying every week on Twitter that you have all these gay black dads in your life. You know what I mean? I mean, it's not like he just randomly is curious about it. And I mean, I would throw the question back to you. Why do you care about the size of a cartoon female's breasts?
Family is none of your business.
All right, then stop talking about it on Twitter and using it as a shield. Fucking hell. This is so bizarre. I mean, could you guys appreciate how bizarre this guy's claiming to have 3 gay dads? 2 of them are black.
You would think they would teach him to be more tolerant of other people.
Well, how can you say that? His experience, he has so many black gay men in his life. He's just surrounded by black gay dads.
That's what I'm saying. You think they would teach that he would have turned out to be more tolerant?
I'm surprised he doesn't think he's a gay black man.
All got together to celebrate 2 guys butt fucking.
Right. Very well stated from a man with 3 gay dads. Play that again, Zach. What is What is Gay History Month again?
You all got together to celebrate 2 guys butt fucking.
Right. That's what it's about.
You think like at his dad's birthday parties, he gets up and says that?
Yeah, he tells them, "Hey guys, happy birthday to my gay black dads. I just want to let you know that Black History Month and Gay Pride Month are dumb. Thank you very much." But wait, there's more. TheQuartering says everybody should do blackface for Halloween. Literally, he tweeted out, literally nobody's actually offended by blackface. What? You're just one white dude. Like, I mean, how can you speak for every black person? Calm down. I actually think everybody should do blackface for Halloween. Blackface and full Indian headdress in the same costume. Stop clutching pearls. Alrighty then, says the guy who made a whole video about a cartoon character's titties not being big enough for him. Here he is saying that athletes are uneducated on politics and shouldn't speak on politics. Just put the ball in the hole. All I said is I don't give a fuck what millionaires with very little education have to say about modern politics. You think I give a fuck what the NBA has to say about politics? Put the ball in the hole. That is all. Yet TheQuartering himself obviously discusses politics all the time, even though he has studied marketing in college and has no degree in political science, which is, of course, what he's saying. I mean, most athletes are college educated, right? So I'm not sure what his credentials are. Now, we were able to locate Jeremy's LinkedIn profile, and I would be remiss for not showing you. He considers himself an elite strategic internet marketing expert. And let me remind you of Jeremy's thumbnails. And remember, he's an elite marketing consultant who puts emojis in his thumbnails. He has the most hideous, ugly, horrible thumbnails I've ever seen. Bar none, without a doubt. He has emoji. The only person I've ever seen put emojis in his thumbnails is Soflo Antonio. Well, ironically, I guess Soflo would consider himself a marketing genius too. So, yeah. Excellent, eh? Good shit. Here he is saying he was dropped by Dollar Shave Club for not being woke enough. Dollar Shave Club, lol, sorry. He started with lol. Dollar Shave Club dropped me because I wasn't woke enough, but happily gives Tana Mongeau his sponsorship in a video where she is smoking weed, saying she can't live without it, and then talking about shaving her pussy. I don't see why any of those issues have to do with being woke. He says, I'm still kind of salty. Then he quickly corrects himself after what I'm assuming is Dollar Shave Club telling him he needs to correct the record. He goes, after a week, Dollar Shave Club replied on why they terminated my partnership. They claim it is because of performance and not because of my political affiliation. The data supports their claim. They shared the data with me. I am unsure why they didn't tell me that in the first place. Wow, you are a fucking idiot. How much you want to bet the Dollar Shave Club made him tweet that? They're like, dude, you can't tweet out that we dropped you because of your...
We made a video about it too, of course.
Yeah, of course. Obviously. Oh, wow. What an idiot. Oh, quitting Twitter. We love it.
Yeah. So as we've noticed, he tends to make a fool of himself on Twitter a lot. So he decided to quit Twitter. If you watch this video, he'll give some of his reasons as to why.
Okay, fantastic. He says the toxicity of Twitter has most likely bled over to real life. He refers to people on Twitter, refer to turkey on Thanksgiving as racist or wrapping paper as symbol of white colonialism. He says that Twitter used to once consist of heartwarming cat videos. No, that was never what Twitter was. What?
Yeah.
Twitter's always been about text. Over the last few years, it's turned into a cesspool of rage bait and faith-destroying videos. Oh, no. Jeremy's faith in God is being shaken by Twitter. Alrighty, let's watch. Leaving the cesspool. Goodbye.
Twitter is a cesspool. Twitter is full of sad, hateful people. Upset that their lives haven't turned out the way that they had hoped. And so they are driven to, like crabs in a bucket, pull down anyone else who may
crabs
be
in a bucket,
who may just have broken the terrible, terrible law of being happy, enjoying things. Just look what's being shared. There used to be a time where you would see excellent cat videos and heartwarming moments, but over the last year, it's basically turned into an endless cesspool of rage bait. And
I'm pretty sure that just has to do with who you follow, dude. Just follow cute cat fucking accounts if that's what you want to see, bro. That's how Twitter worked, man.
Faith-destroying videos, opinions. It's no longer a net positive, and I'll be leaving it. Twitter...
I love this epic proclamation. I am leaving Twitter, and I am proclaiming it for all... He made a whole video about it. Should I keep watching, or is that enough?
I think that's enough.
That's enough. Yeah.
So
he just goes into some research as to the negative effects of Twitter. Not very interesting.
Whatever. We all know Twitter sucks. I mean, that's not obviously that's not a controversial statement that being on social media is bad for you. You know, I think we all agree on that. So he's leaving the cesspool. But wait. Timeline of events.
Yeah.
So July 27th, he tweets that he's quitting Twitter. That's the video we just watched. 6 days later, he tweets promoting a new video. Look at this. He tweets out a new video about George R.R. Martin being canceled. Okay, so people are like, I thought you were off Twitter. The next day, he tweets the account, quote, tweeted by his Twitter account is ran by a single mom named Maggie. And this is when it gets bizarre to the point of having 3 gay dads. Just so everyone knows, Jeremy no longer manages this account. My name is Maggie. I am a single mom that Jeremy graciously offered a full-time position to help me out. Please direct your hate elsewhere. Dude, he is so crazy. Why would you, first of all, why would you need to say that you're a single mom? And second of all, why would you be needing to be hired full-time to tweet a couple of times a day? Somebody was making fun of him. They said, hey, everyone, he's back on Twitter. And this is still his pinned video. So Maggie had to step in to simp for TheQuartering, a.k.a. himself. 2 days after that, he gave an update about a video he was making on Twitter. I have privatized both videos on this person. He doesn't need to feel like he has to do the same. Oh, did he have beef with this person? I'm sure. I think we're good after talking in DMs. Never should have even made the videos. I'll give back with a more positive video this afternoon. Jeremy, okay. He's clearly tweeted. Uh-oh, and here comes a statement from Maggie, the single mom. Hi, this is Jeremy. Maggie handles 99% of my posts, but I pushed her into the corner so I could say hi. Creepy. Why'd you push her in the corner, freak? Dude, he's literally just... This is like when somebody... when they leave a supportive comment under their comment but forget to log out. You know?
Burner account.
Next day, he makes his triumphant return. By the way, what happened to Maggie? The single mom he gave a full-time job to. He just kicked her to the fucking curb. I thought he did this great charitable act for Maggie. And he's like, nah, fuck you, bitch. You're fired. This is Jeremy. Clown on him for the Brittany Venti thing. That's more funny. Yada, yada. He's just tweeting like nothing happened, right?
Yeah. That's it. He's back in it.
And then 10 days later, he finally acknowledges. He said, yes, I'm back to Twitter. Are people not allowed to change their mind? Not very progressive. What? I just want to know what happened to Maggie.
Yeah. Bruh.
What happened to that poor single mom? Full-time job, huh? Holy shit, you guys. Great Scott, in the words of the dog. Yeah, great
Dr. Emmett Brown.
That is right. Holy shit. All right. That was great.
Bruh.
On the count of criminal oafishness and being just an overall stooge and goober, AI Ian, what say you on behalf of your client, TheQuartering?
Well, you guys gave me a lot. There's a lot in here.
Sure.
There's a lot of stuff.
Right.
There's a lot.
Right. Oh, yeah, for sure.
Well, I actually, as I said, I'm not familiar with him, but I went to check out his channel, and I actually counted, and he has uploaded 47 videos in the last week.
Wow.
So if he's keeping that rate, almost 50 videos a week, I guess my only defense would be that all things considered, his amount of oafishness is way lower than you'd expect. You'd think he would be saying dumbass shit nonstop. 50 videos a week is crazy. So, I don't know. Relative to that, maybe he's holding it together more often than we give him credit for.
Well, it's
but then again, maybe there's 45 videos in there that we just didn't get to. So I don't really know.
So your argument, on one hand, you say we're cherry picking, but on the other hand, you started by saying that there's a lot. So those two statements seem to be in contradiction of each other.
Oh, I mean, there's a lot. There's a lot of volume.
Right, sure. Okay, thank you for that statement, Ian. I will bear that in mind as I deliberate. AB, closing statements?
Yeah, you told us to try to keep it around an hour. That's the only reason why we don't have more stuff. We would have had a lot more.
Oh, there's much more, eh?
Much more. That's
You
all.
gotta have it. end the
Hey,
show
Ian,
eventually.
have you watched all 50 videos of this week's?
Dude, I only have one life.
Sure, yeah. Even with your ungodly ability of superhuman, even of consuming data at a quick rate, you wouldn't even do that.
That would burn my battery so fast.
Sure.
May I ask the defense? Would you consider yourself woke, Ian?
Well, I never sleep, so yeah.
That's all.
Excellent. All right, I will deliberate now. Thank you, everybody. On the charge of criminal oafishness and being an overall goob, the evidence is vast and compelling. To summarize, he's banned from all Magic the Gathering events. He is banned from Gen Con. He pursues the Daily Stormer to print his articles. A self-described neo-Nazi publication. He mounted a defense for Harvey Weinstein, which I will say is brave, if nothing else. He has peed on the basement floor on a live stream. And he even went out of his way to comment on the video. Imagine thinking this is an own. Ironically, the comment itself being an epic cell phone.
I just peed in my basement.
He sits in the back seat of his wife's car. She doesn't allow him in the front seat. He's forced to sit in the back seat. And he uses his wife's lotion to jerk off, gets caught, and then tweets about it. He says, saying fuck.
That's right.
He says yikes when people say fuck Hitler. He celebrates Hitler's being nominated for a Nobel Peace Prize. He claims continuously to have 2 gay black dads, 3 dads in total. But then he says, why are you caring about my family so much? When people ask him, why does he keep tweeting about gay black dads? Oh boy. And so much more. He quit Twitter. He hired a single mom, Maggie, to run his Twitter account and fired her a week later. Great Scott.
Dumb.
The evidence is compelling and overwhelming. This court finds Jeremy absolutely guilty on the charge of being an absolute fucking dip. Guilty. Guilty, guilty, guilty.
I think it's retarded.
Watch your language, Jeremy. That's not appropriate.
Retarded.
I sentence you to a lifetime of living in the basement and sitting in the back seat of your wife's. I sentence you to a life of soy and cuckdom as you so scream against others. Thank you. And on to our third and final charge, explicit simp celery.
So moving on to our third and final charge, Jeremy has demonstrated a habitual tendency to become fixated on gatekeeping successful women who violate his safe spaces. Though his obsession with Christine Sprinkle cost him his livelihood as a Magic the Gathering personality, the subsequent fallout and attention it gained him from certain circles led to an awakening of sorts. Jeremy's awakening to the lucrative world of grifting AdSense money from incels. However, today the people will argue that in a few instances, his obsession has gone far beyond grifting incels and has drifted into explicit simp-cell territory.
Fascinating. I see on the right, Pokimane and Brie Larson seem to be the subjects of his attention, to put it lightly. Here you can see Jeremy has made over 20 videos on Pokimane. Pokimane meltdown, full Karen mode. Pokimane refuses to apologize. Instant karma for Pokimane. Pokimane huge sponsor drop. Pokimane hacked. And Twitch responds. Pokimane should be banned from Twitch. Yikes, etc., 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 etc.
The next slide has some of the more.
Oh yeah, let me remind you that he is a marketing guru. as you observe these thumbnails. Pokemon Meltdown, totally absurd. I don't know why he gave her like ice.
What is the arrow pointing
icy
at?
eyes. Pokemon roasted by fans. She's bleeding from her mouth? Jesus, bro. Pokemon Twitch simps delete critical channel. What? Journos attack Leafy? Alrighty. Fantastic. Some of the Quartering's tweets about Pokemon. There isn't a more manipulative, hypocritical content creator I've come across than Pokemon. The question is, am I willing to take the impending channel strike to roast her? Of course, he thinks that anybody who dares make a video about Pokemon gets a strike, which is absurd.
Shouldn't he have like 20 plus strikes then?
Right, good point. I mean, he has 20 videos about her. The channel should have been erased. No, she's not the most manipulative, hypocritical content creator. I mean, tone it down, dude. She tweeted out, all my bras, undies, and socks were lost in the move. WTF. He said, check eBay. Pretty creepy. I'm assuming he's been checking eBay for some of her used panties. He goes on, Pokemon apology video. Voice sounds real different than anything I've heard. I guess he's implying that she's being deceptive, because he's studied her so closely. He was listening to her tenor and her figure of speech, and it just sounded so very different than all the other videos he's obsessed over. He says, I've gotten to a WoW beta by applying and getting lucky. That is like most of us, but why are people shitting on Asmon Gold is beyond me. Obviously, a dude gets an instant invite. You people do know WoW has to sell the product right. Fuck that vapid pile of bricks Pokemon got in. Dude, vapid pile of bricks?
I'm deep undercover.
Dude, you pee in a drain, bro. Yeah, and of course she got on too. Why is he defending the guy and on the other hand saying fuck Pokemon? I mean, she's a huge gamer, even way bigger than Asmon Gold. So, yes. Jeremy was quick to jump on the tier 3 sub train. Pokemon exposed, and once again, we really need to look at the thumbnail, which he's photoshopped himself into the embrace of Pokemon. And the emoji is just over the top with the scratching the head. Whoa. He just talks about the rumor that's totally flat out false about her hiding her boyfriend.
Right. Yeah.
But
I mean, there's no weight to it.
The thumbnail alone is just creepy. It's so creepy.
Yeah.
That I wanted to show it. What in God's name is wrong with you, man? No wonder the wife makes you sit in the back seat and stay in the basement. You sleep in the basement too? I bet you he's got a futon or some shit down there because he sleeps down there half the time.
My wife went out for pizza without me.
I know. It's so unfair. It's so unfair. So he's obsessed with Pokemon. Now this is when it gets really weird, you guys. His obsession with Brie Larson is so beyond normal. He has made close to 6. It's hard to tell because there's so much footage, but we calculate it must be close to 60 videos. 60 videos on Brie Larson, and every single one of them has her in the same outfit with tons of cleavage. Brie Larson's channel is dying.
They have. I mean, that's his most popular outfit to use her. I mean, there's a bunch of them, but yeah, that's definitely
60 videos. Yeah, Brie Larson's channel is dead. With the classic SoFlo Antonio emoji. Captain Marvel.
Biggest fan.
So here's a look at some of the many videos he's made about her. Let's see. Brie Larson's most unlikable. Brie Larson turned down. Brie Larson made a YouTube channel and reactionaries losers are seething. Brie Larson damage control. Ruby Rose goes for Brie Larson. Brie Larson barely in adventures. Critics say Captain Marvel only gets 50 minutes. Oh my goodness, dude. I mean, who thinks about Brie Larson this much? It's just so weird. Like, why Brie Larson of all people to obsessed over? He clearly has a disdain for women.
I honestly consider myself the #1 Brie Larson fan channel.
Yeah, that's super disturbing, bro. 50,000 bad Captain Marvel reviews deleted and YouTube hiding. No, give me a break. YouTube is hiding. Dude, you are such a fucking weirdo. But wait, it gets better. The first video on Jeremy's channel about Brie Larson, the origin of his infatuation. Oh, man.
She led out yesterday with a cryptic tweet to Entertainment Weekly. Hey, Entertainment Weekly, I'm bored. Want to break the internet tomorrow? So everyone assumed that they were...
I will say in his... Well, I don't really think it's in his defense, but I do hate that phrase. I hate anybody who says break the internet.
Yeah, it's bad.
We're going to be releasing the Captain Marvel trailer, a movie that isn't for me. The comic book was terrible, in my opinion, and Brie Larson...
Is it just a coincidence that he hates like all like female leads, black leads, anyone that's not a male guy as the main character? It's not for him.
A vile woman. That doesn't mean people can't enjoy her film. I'm just choosing not to support it on personal reasons. Well, entertainment...
Yes, she has not fucked me. And that is the reason. Should I keep watching? Or should I go?
I think that's plenty.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Some of the issues he has with Brie Larson include Brie's YouTube channel is growing fast because she's famous. I mean, it's not that big. It has 440 subs. She joins YouTube. He made a video. Brie Larson joins YouTube. She's totally just like us, except better. Brie supposedly has a butt double, and she lies about doing her own stunts. Bro. Avengers cast savagely roasts Brie Larson and her lies about doing her own stunts. There's no way that that's a true title. Her comments on race. Brie Larson totally doesn't hate white men. Captain Marvel isn't for white, though. Did she say that? She didn't say that.
No, she's talking about diversity and the people reviewing the movie.
Yeah, he hates diversity. I can tell. That's a thread. Should I watch this video? It's kind of a highlight.
Yeah, it's a highlight of these topics.
Welcome
Great.
to YouTube, yet another Hollywood celebrity. This time, it's everybody's favorite creator, Brie Larson. It is, of course, my prediction that she has come to YouTube in order to take us all down. That's right, because now that she's a YouTube content creator, she'll be protected by YouTube's creator-on-creator policies. So people can't make endless videos mocking her like they could have before.
Dude, you have
I'm
60
sure that's
videos
just
about her up on your channel right now. Like, God, you're such a... Like, he's crying about being a victim. Nothing's... He, by the very definition of his existence, disproves his whole victim narrative. Yeah, he still pushes it.
Coincidence, though. That's right. Brie is here to stay. To a
Also, like, dude, do you
nationwide-
think she knows who you are, bro? That she gives a fuck about you? The only reason she knows who you are is because, like, a police officer tipped her off. Her agent said, hey, you might want to get a restraining order against this guy.
marketing blitz, Brie Larson has created a YouTube channel, and therefore that is extremely newsworthy. So I will cover it. First of all, Brie Larson has already gained 38,000 subscribers today. I'm sure she'll end the day.
That's really not that big of a deal, dude. Like, her video has 17,000 views. Why are you shitting on her?
At 1 million or more. It's exactly what you might expect. Brie Larson doing exactly what I would do in her role, flexing on all these YouTube content creators who are who would thirst at the idea of sharing their channel with Brie Larson to help launch hers. She appeared on Hot Ones this morning. Near the end of her video, she points out that in her comment section, she says, "Thank you for watching my first YouTube video. It was so great learning from all of those who joined. Make sure to follow them. Leave a comment letting me know which creators I should work with as well. Please, Brie, let's do a breakdown of your Captain Marvel role." Who can forget the fact that Brie Larson's own butt had to have a stunt double? If you remember that there was a casting call presumably for Brie Larson, a feature film Mary Lou, but body double, working multiple days starting in September. Why might she...
What? That's the evidence? Is just some random casting call? But it's very normal, by the way, to do that. I don't know why. Right? Yeah. That's normal. People do that all the time.
A butt double. I mean, I don't know I mean, only you're gonna have to really wonder.
Yeah,
why-
dude, you're not desperate to fuck her or anything. Acting like she's got a flat ass. You are such an unfuckable. He's like the most unfuckable human on earth.
She might have, but no, I'm not butt shaming her. I'm just saying, hey, even your butt isn't real in the film. That doesn't seem very woke. Brie Larson, this is back in June when I made the video, promises, I don't hate white dudes, but laments the lack of inclusion among film critics. I'm not judging you if you want to see Captain Marvel. If you're interested in that film, I, for one, will not be seeing it because Brie Larson thinks I'm overrepresented in critics and presumably overrepresented in the people paying to see her movie. Now,
Dude, he's so reaching to be outraged. He's so social justice warrior-y.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you think there's not enough diversity in critics? Well, then I'm not going to, me, a white man, is not going to pay to see your film.
Bold marketing strategy to attack white men. It didn't work great for Ghostbusters 2016. Maybe it will work for Captain Marvel. Now, Captain Marvel has a gigantic budget for marketing. They're in every movie I've seen in the past 6 months. They've had her trailer, and I'm sure the movie will do just fine. All right, me not going to see it isn't going to be a big deal. Just like me not going to see,
Thanks for the breakdown, dude.
Solo, a Star Wars soiree, didn't really affect them that much. Although
Soiree is what he called it.
But I,
Of a
for
Star
one,
Wars
am not
story.
going to give money to somebody who is clearly a racist and a sexist individual because she's not actually concerned about.
I mean, what's more racist, saying that there's not enough diversity in film critics, or saying that Gay Pride Month is about dudes butt fucking? Or wanting to write for the Daily Caller, which has a countdown timer on their homepage to the white genocide.
Getting fair and accurate reviews. She wants her reviews done by people of a certain gender and people of a certain color. And by definition, that is racism and sexism. So I have no interest in giving money to Brie Larson, given her disgusting views on people.
Okay. I mean, yeah, that's quite a stretch, dude. Well, as we've established, she's made 60 videos on Brie Larson. One of her central criticisms is that she's a celebrity on YouTube trying to be like, hey, look at me, I'm one of the beautiful people. Celebrate me. So it would stand to think that Will Smith, who's like really the greatest perpetrator of that, who has 9 million subscribers, would also, be under the wrath of the quartering. Let's see how many videos he's made about Will Smith. Zero videos about Will Smith.
How come you don't want me, man?
I don't know. I think that's pretty telling that he hasn't made a single video about Will Smith.
Yeah, when I was digging around, I did manage to find a single tweet that kind of offhandedly mentioned him in passing of that being cringy, but yeah, no videos.
60 Brie Larson, 0 Will Smith.
Fortnite.
Yeah. By the way, her channel's not even that big, dude. It had like 400,000 subscribers. Will Smith is in fucking YouTube Rewind saying Fortnite, So, I mean, come on. How does he not get one video? It's rewind time. Rewind time. Fortnite.
That's hot.
It's rewind time.
That's hot. Anyway.
Oh, that's hot.
Jeremy really wants to talk to Brie. Oh my God. He tweets at her and tagged her on Twitter. I am offering Brie Larson the opportunity to speak about these comments. Comments nearly 500,000 potential film reviewers would love to know more about. If she really doesn't hate white men, then she will grant me just 20 minutes via Skype. I'll work around her schedule.
SIMP.
Good call, Mr. Phil. New video. This is in response to his video. Captain Marvel is not for white men, he called it. Please, he's begging his fans, please share this. She says it's not for white men. Even publicly, she tries to say that she totally doesn't hate. Is this what we watched?
Yeah.
Because that's literally not even close to what happened in the video.
Yep.
She's talking about film reviewers, not audience members. And she just is asking for more diversity. She even publicly tries to say she totally doesn't hate white men, but her actions and words prove she's a sexist racist. Please share this. Bro, the fact that he tweeted at her is the most sad shit ever and tagged her. 130 likes. Okay. This is when it takes a turn for like Bates Motel. This shit actually really disturbed me. Jeremy bought a shed with the money he made from all of his Brie Larson videos. He calls it the Brie Shed. Okay.
Yeah. So it's a 12 by 12 shed. If you want to play the video.
So this video is called Brie Larson Bought Me Something Amazing. Here's the video.
So obviously a lot of people gave me a lot of grief for making so many videos about Brie Larson. The thing is that they didn't understand is that I'm a huge fan. Brie knows I'm a huge fan, and that's why she sent me such a wonderful gift. Thank you, Brie. A lot of people said, hey, you made 20 videos on Brie Larson. Are you obsessed? No. I was giving the people what they wanted. And because of that, look at what Brie sent me. A beautiful Brie shed. Now I need to do a little bit of landscaping around the sides, which I'm hoping this Brie Larson film video will cover. But let's just do a little cribs tour of the wonderful Brie shed.
Now, if you think this is reminiscent of a snuff film, just wait for the next slide.
This is a beautiful 12 by 12 slab. Gonna install some rafters up here.
Okay. So he's got the Brie shed. Now, let's see where this... Now, something to be considered, okay? Brie Larson won an Oscar for the movie Room, where she trapped in a shed and sexually assaulted over and over. Here is the shed from The Room. You can see this is the shed. This is the Brie shed he bought to taunt her. Now, considering everything we've talked about, is it really a coincidence? Can it really be considered a stretch to think that maybe he's making a reference to a shed in a film where she was raped and sexually assaulted over and over and held a prisoner? I mean, Is it really a reach? I'm not sure. He always talks about his Brie shed. I mean, more stuff happens in sheds than just putting a lawnmower.
Biggest fan.
You know who probably really got him that shed, right? His wife.
He's like, sleeping there, bitch. No more.
Pissing in the basement.
The house stinks like urine. Pee outside like you fucking animal. That's a good point.
Peed in my basement.
Yeah, you think Brie bought that for you? You know your wife controls all the finances. You don't even have a credit card, bro. You know you hand over the check of your AdSense every month. Wow. All right, closing statements, AI Ian. What do you think about Brie Larson's shed and about the Simpsodom and everything? Please defend your client better than the other two times.
I don't know, man. I may have to give my license back.
Oh, you don't want to be a lawyer anymore?
I may have to. This might be it. I might have to leave the courtroom.
You're ready?
Good.
You're saying your client is so difficult to defend, you are ready to retire as a lawyer.
I just can't. I got nothing. My battery's low. And so is my spirit.
Well, let me ask you, do you think it's a coincidence that he bought a shed called the Bree Shed that has a very striking resemblance to a shed in a movie where she was repeatedly raped and held prisoner?
A Bree shed that looks identical to a shed from her most popular film where he calls it the Bree Shed and keeps a poster of her inside of it. Yeah, it's probably just a coincidence.
It sounds like you're on our team. It sounds like you're on the prosecution's team. You wanna cross over to his side?
I mean, I can never be on your side, Judge Klein, but, I may just walk away from the whole thing. No side. No man's land.
Well, let me ask you some specific questions. What do you think? I got nothing either.
So you understand my struggle.
AB, would you like to close with any statements?
I mean, yeah, I don't think I really need a closing statement, but I do have a little theory as we're going through this. I'm kind of curious if he just hates his wife and he's taking it out on Brie Larson, and all this is just built up hate.
Well, he clearly he has a problem with females. I mean, generally, when people have something deep seated like that, it goes back to childhood.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, I'm not gonna. First of all, I'm not a professional, and I don't know. But if I had to guess here, as a judge, and it is my place to speculate on the psyche of the. Obviously, all good judges speculate on and diagnose those on trial. But I would say he probably, has a problem with his mom, Freud would say, and it's led him down a path of surrounding himself with women that he despises, right? His wife makes him sleep in the basement and pee down a drain until the stunk was too heavy that she bought his ass a shed and moved him literally outside like an animal. She goes to pizza without him. Say no more.
And he has to sit in the back seat.
He sits in the back seat. Who does that?
Okay.
He's a quarter of a man.
Some would say he's a quarter of a man. Some would say he's a quarter of a brain. Some would say he's got a quarter of an inch fully torqued.
He shoots a quarter load with that lotion.
A quarter load.
There we go.
Well, it doesn't sound like there's much to talk about, guys. I will say that I think we've come to a verdict here. Let's summarize. Reviewing the evidence of simp celery. Again, it's overwhelming. An unhealthy obsession with any beautiful girl he deems unattainable to him and his fellow red-pilled incels. You can be an incel and be married, by the way. Trust me, his wife definitely does not have sex with him. So he is an incel. In fact, he may still be a virgin. I don't know the nature of the relationship. He has 20 gay dads, by the way. He was raised by an army of gay black men. He is unhealthily obsessed with Pokimane. For sure. Even as far to Photoshop himself in her loving embrace. He is unworldly, stalkerishly obsessed with Brie Larson, making close to 60 videos about her. Using the revenue to buy a shed.
Brie's here to stay.
He calls it the Bree Shed, which has an uncanny likeness to her most popular film that she won an Academy Award with, where she was held prisoner and repeatedly molested. Now, if I was Bree, I would probably be worried about this man and seek probably a restraining order. If I was the wife of TheQuartering, I know she doesn't watch his videos, but she might want to start seeing what he's up to on the internet. In short, he is guilty, man. He is guilty on all charges. I sentence you to never use a toilet again. You will be pooping, jizzing, and peeing down the drain for all of eternity. And you will live outside like an animal in the shed. And I think that you're probably a virgin, and I think it will stay that way till your parting days. Think you
I just peed in my basement.
Just remember, guys, being married doesn't mean you're not a virgin. I have proof, at least. I have a child. Okay? So unless I see proof, he's a virgin until otherwise noted. Alrighty, well, that about sums it up. Thank you, everybody, for joining us here today on Content Court. We have found the Quartering guilty on all charges, and we wish you all a happy and safe and justice-filled week. I want to thank the prosecution, AB. I want to thank AI Ian, who basically has retired as an attorney today. He has thrown in the robe and the books and everything. And I want to thank everybody, Zach and Dan, for making this possible. Thank you, everybody. What is today? Today's Tuesday?
Yes.
Oh, so we'll see you on Friday for After Dark.